right, welcome back. According to the CDC, from 2019 to 2021, monthly drug overdose deaths increased 109% for adolescents ages 10 to 19. Well, federal agencies like the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, or SAMHSA, are turning to youth to bring awareness to that age group. Now, here with us to tell us more is Michelle Rincon, the Community Outreach Specialist for the DEA. Michelle, thanks for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me.
All right, so what we want to talk about today is SAMHSA and how they're kind of getting involved with that age group, 10 to 19. It's a very vulnerable age. You know,
Absolutely.
I feel like no matter what decade you grew up in, there was some sort of initiative for that age group. Tell me a bit about what's going on.
Right, so SAMHSA has this new challenge that's coming out for youth. It's called the Fent Alert Awareness Youth Challenge, especially for 14 to 18 years old, where they're asking the youth in that community, or that community for that youth, to come up with some sort of community strategy to reach young adults in their community, whether it be in school, an organization they're in, or any kind of group that they're in, to educate and bring awareness about the risks and dangers of fentanyl.
I was going to say, this is all about fentanyl, which has been all over the news. We both see it all the time. You see it more than I do, I'm sure, but that's been sort of the drug over the last 5-10 years.
Absolutely.
That's been circulating around. El Paso, one of those hot spots. What makes fentanyl such a dangerous drug for that age group?
Well, you know, it's the age group of experimentation, like you mentioned yourself. It is a very vulnerable age. They're growing, they're finding out who they are, they have peer pressure not only from school but from friends. They have a lot going on. And so sometimes drugs or substances like fentanyl may seem, you know, interesting, or, you know, they might be drawn to it for one reason or another. So it's very important for them to be aware of all the dangers and risks that come with that.
So explain to me, because we see it a lot here, you know, just how dangerous fentanyl is. The big conception right now is that it just takes a very, very, very small amount to OD on something like fentanyl. It's a very powerful drug, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it only takes 2 milligrams of fentanyl to overdose. That's
how much is that, like so I can visualize? It just seems like it's that much.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a sugar packet, like at a restaurant, for example, that contains a lot of sugar, right, of grams, of milligrams. But in fentanyl, if we were to look at it in that way, it contains enough dosage to probably overdose about 500 people. So it's
just
quite a bit.
Just one little packet like that.
Yes, it's so powerful, it's so potent, and a lot of people don't realize that. I mean, right now, DEA is seeing about 7 out of 10 pills that are seized contain fentanyl. And that's way more than we have seen in the past.
All right, Michelle, thank you very much for being here. Of course, a very important initiative. As I said, you can always get involved. You can reach out to KTSM.com as well for more on that. Let's toss it over now to the commercial break, and we'll be back after this.